Welcome back to 843 TV here at Osprey Village, Thrift on Main. Joining us now is William Dennington. He's a local resident and he's got a lot to share with us. William, good to see you again.
Thank you.
Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
I work at Buckwalter Publix. I lived at Bluffton for about, I'd say 5 years now. And I am a part of Special Olympics for 5 years. And I've won 9 gold medals.
Ah, and what's your sport?
My sport is tennis.
Really?
Yes,
So you're
ma'am.
in the tennis capital of the world here, you know. Well, that's exciting. And do you train daily?
I train at least every week. Every week.
Wow.
And it's great.
Let's talk about Osprey Village and the services that they offer in the housing that's coming down the pike. What does all that mean to you?
Basically means to me is that I like that everybody, you know, is going to get to live there, and I'm going to get the opportunity to live there so I can learn how to develop like more skills about living on my own, and unless I don't live on my own. It's going to be a great thing for me because I've never ever lived in a place like that before, but it's going to be very interesting.
What would you like to learn?
I would like to learn more about, you know, paying my own bills. That's a start. And I also would like to learn, you know, just cooking, you know, food for, you know, just for myself, you know, because I usually cook for my dad, but, you know, I would like that.
So Channing, we talked previously about Osprey Village is trying to help promote a lifestyle, and some of the things that William mentioned is kind of feeding toward that, just to be independent, self-sufficient. So share with a little bit about that with us, how you're going to make that happen.
Right, we're trying to build up where everyone can lead a more independent and really more adult and 360-degree lifestyle. Not only are we going to have safe, very attractive lifestyle options. If you want to live by yourself, that's great. You want a roommate, that's great. We're also going to have access to life skill training, job skill training, job placement, social activities that are going to be both on campus and off campus, because we want to bring this neighborhood out to the community, but we also want to bring the rest of the community out into this neighborhood. So it's a reciprocal thing. So all kinds of things going on, not just jobs, but social things, and just really respecting the full range of what it is to be a human being and live your life.
You know, let me ask you this: when, along with work, what other programs are you involved with? What's a day in the life of you?
I'm a part of usually with sports, and I usually sometimes go out and commentate for Bluffton High School. I do it for their baseball, for their football team, and it really gives me this opportunity to get more into the sports casting, because ever since I was young, I had this dream of becoming this ESPN sportscaster that I sorely desire.
What makes you so excited to do that with sports?
Basketball and everything, you know, because ever since I watched it when I was young, I got into this thing where I was like, all right, that's going to be me, you know. I'm going to be the guy talking on ESPN, giving all the stats, everything, you know.
Do you watch the drafts by chance?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, just like my son. He watched the drafts, all of them. You know, and I sense that from you. You're very analytical, and I can sense that you're a very smart, bright guy. And I love to hear you as a sportscaster, how you would call a baseball game or how you call the football game. You know, I really hope that dream comes true for you.
I really hope so too, because it would be amazing for me, because it would make me really feel so proud about what I've accomplished in my past.
Back to some of those life skills that you wanted to try to learn. You mentioned paying bills and cooking. Are there any other things that you feel like the community can support you on?
Cleaning my own house would be one, because
that's something that all of us can do. You're not alone on that.
You don't get that one.
Cleaning my bathroom would be another thing, because I'm not really good at that, but I'm just learning right now. My dad still takes me step by step, but learning it would be great for me, because once I start getting into that feeling, I'll know what it takes to live by myself.
Yeah.
And to be whole, as you use that
Yes,
word,
yes.
and I love how you use the 365
Right, exactly.
idea.
It's about living a whole life and not just being limited to one little definition of yourself.
Yeah. In the program presently, how many participants do you have?
Well, we have several different programs. We have We have respite and we have job coaching services. Respite right now has about 20, and job coaching has about 6 right now. Ultimately, what we're going to hope when the village gets built is phase 1 is going to end up with 50 to 75 initial residents, and then we'll build out from there.
Okay, so now we understand. That's a nice building. I mean, that's a nice community. It's large enough where you have a diversity and all that, and yet it's small enough that you have containability.
And the timetable is around 2 to 5 years for getting that started.
Oh, very nice. Are you part of any programs right now, William?
Not right this second. My plan is to try to be a part of programs because, you know, there's this thing where I don't want to be at my house a lot of times. I definitely would like to, you know, be more about going out there, global messenger, and Kathy Kramer's going to help me out with that.
Channing, as you've gotten to know William, what are some things that stand out to you as far as his personality, and what are you excited about being able to do for him?
Well, he's become a good friend in a very short time. We like hanging out together, talking about sports. He talks
Yes,
about
we
the
do.
Phillies. I talk about the Cubs. The Cubs are a much better team. I hate to tell you that. But, I mean, he's just fun. I mean, we get along. We have a great rapport.
Yep.
And, in fact, we were just together yesterday, and I found out firsthand what a good ESPN analyst he would be because, I mean, he can talk a blue streak about any sport you want to talk about. And I'm sitting there just going, how do you have all those statistics and how do you just analyze everything? But I would enjoy seeing you on ESPN. I've got to admit, I would really enjoy that. So, yeah, it's been great. We've only known each other for a few months, but it feels like a lot longer.
You know, it's been so enjoyable, isn't it? William and Channing, thank you so much for joining us. And
Yeah, and come by and check out the wonderful items here at the Thrift Shop on Main Street. And thank you for watching this episode of 843 TV.
where communities come to speak.